न प्रहृष्येत प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत प्राप्य चाप्रियं स्थिर बुद्धिरसम्मूढ़ो ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. Hello friends, this is the 20th shlok of the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Na prahrishyet priyam prapya, which means does not rejoice on attaining pleasant. Nodvijeta prapya chapriyam, which means nor is disturbed on attaining unpleasant. Sthir buddhira samudho, which means with a steady intellect, the wise, Brahmavid Brahmani Sthitah, which means knower of Brahman situates the self in Brahman. So, in this shlok, Shri Krishna is again telling Arjun, he has told this to Arjun previously also, but he is repeating it again to him, that the person who is wise, he does not rejoice when he attains something which is pleasant. He is not jumping with pleasure and jumping with happiness when he attains something which is pleasant, nor does he become dejected or he becomes disturbed when he attains the unpleasant. The person who is wise, he is situated in the stable, he situates his intellect in the stable, he understands the nature of Brahma, and he basically situates himself in Brahman. So by situating in Brahman, he attains the stability. So the idea of not really rejoicing too much in attaining something which is pleasant and not really getting dejected when we attain something which is unpleasant is an idea which is the core of the teachings of all the philosophies that have come out of the Indian civilization. So the basic approach in this is to really look for what is stable and not be affected by the external factors that affect us. So when we think very deeply in terms of what we are actually looking for in our life, then we'll know that it's not really money, it's not really fame, it's not really power. What we're looking for actually is independence, which is basically the ability to do whatever we want. So we are looking for the independence and we are looking for stability. We don't want to be affected by the external factors. We should be free from the effect of the external factors. So we are looking for independence and we are looking for the stability. And if we identify ourselves with our ego, if we think that we are our body and we think that we are this ego or the name that has been given to us, then what happens is that we become limited and we become susceptible to the whims of this universe, because we are not really identifying ourselves with this universe, we are identifying with our ego. And so that basically makes us susceptible, and so we are no longer independent and we are also no longer stable. We become susceptible to the whims of this universe, and when we attain something which when we do something which makes us feel independent, then we become very happy, and when we do something which makes us feel dependent, then we become dejected. And so that way we basically end up feeling sad and getting stuck in this universe. On the other hand, if we stop identifying with our body and with our ego and instead we identify with this entire creation, then the situation becomes completely different. If we are not really identifying with our ego but are identifying with the thing which is present inside all of us, if we think that this body that we are having and this ego is basically just a creation of our own, the body are just our clothes, the ego is just a creation of our own, instead we are not really these but are the observer which is present inside all of us, then we attain the stable, because then we can create a distance between ourselves and this experience that our body actually is experiencing. And so that actually makes us free also, because then we are not really limited by this body itself. We can see that the body in itself is just experiencing, we are just basically experiencing what this body is actually experiencing. And so we become stable in the sense that we are not really susceptible to the whims of the external universe, only the body becomes susceptible to that. And because we are just the observer inside us, we become independent also to the limitations of the body. We will experience this as we will make progress. You'll start experiencing that you are not really susceptible to the external whims, and the things also go all the time according to the way you wish them to, because your point of view has completely changed. So you will notice that as you will stop identifying with the body. So that is what Shri Krishna is telling over here, that a person is not really very excited by the thing which is pleasant. He is not dejected by the things which are unpleasant. He locates his intellect in the stable, and when he locates his intellect in the stable, he basically is the one who is identifying with the Brahman, and that's how he attains the stability. He's going to talk more about how we attain independence by not really identifying with our body. So we'll see that in the coming 2 or 3 shloks. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.